See, I think in the current context of things, right, IT has evolved. It is moving at a fast pace, right? There are, I think, a couple of key challenges, burning questions that a lot of them ask around, right? One is, of course, around how do we move to cloud? How do we secure a cloud platform, right? Another one is in terms of making sure how do you manage the risks around everywhere, typically, right? And third, another question that I think some ask, which is not specific to a product, is basically a skill set. Cybersecurity is evolving, right? Everybody is learning along with it. We are also learning along with it, right? How do we develop the right kind of skill set? That's something that everybody asks around generally, right? And I think answering some of these questions is what this whole community is looking at, right? We are all working towards ensuring that we make this a secure and a safe place, right? At least from an IT standpoint. And that's something that we all strive together as a community and an ecosystem to do, right? We as a company, of course, we remain very product specific. We focus on something which is very relevant in current times, which is around identity security, access security, because I think the cyber attacks, the nature of them are very different. Today there's something, tomorrow there's a different thing altogether, right? But regardless of the source of that, are you really able to protect or secure what really matters at the core of it? That's something that we take care of, right? We are talking about how you can secure the credentials, secure your passwords, right? Make sure that those credentials are not being stolen. That's the core of it, and that's what we secure essentially. So two things which has come to the fore, especially during COVID, is one is the whole resurgence of this remote access, right? You had to give IT teams access from anywhere, at any time, right? That was one aspect. The other is, of course, everybody started exploring cloud migration. So I just mentioned about cloud, but it remains a very relevant topic because everybody is exploring. It has its own set of regulations and challenges, and with that, of course, the regulatory frameworks also got more stringent. Because you had to ultimately ensure that the data is protected, right? So I think COVID and post-COVID, that's something which has definitely changed, definitely evolved, because now people are asking the right questions, right? Earlier there used to be, but now I think there are more relevant, more right questions that people are asking. Yeah. And again, I mean, we remain pretty much focused on that domain. We talk about how you secure cloud-based access, how you secure remote access, how can you secure vendor access, third-party access, right? Eventually, it's all kind of somewhere related to an access, right? Data remains, but there is someone who accesses the data, and we are securing that access essentially. Right. So we are planning to make more developments and more changes within the platform itself, right? We are talking about how a customer can drive more value out of a technology that they use, right? See, security is not cheap, right? And at the same time, for a customer, for example, there is no ROI that they can define because it doesn't directly help them in their business, right? This is a necessary evil that many people need to have, right? Because of regulatory pressures, right? So ultimately, as a company, we try and see how we can maximize that value. How can a customer leverage more from the platform? And that's our ultimate focus. So we have kind of tried to consolidate and bring along many different frameworks within the technology that can make it effective for a customer. That's something we're focusing. Yeah. So far, amazing, right? I love the crowd. I love the interactions we are having. I love how people are again, talking about more burning things. There are good conversations that we are having these days, right? And I like the fact that we all look at each other as a community, and I think ET has done a good job in terms of bringing those people together, bringing that people together. So great event. I hope this keeps going every year.